director offers a pre-game prayer of blessing. We invite everyone to remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Please do your part by showing respect to every spectator, athlete, coach, and official involved in tonight's contest. The Lady Warriors are coached by Casey Bassett and have a conference record of 6 wins and 1 loss and an overall record of 7 wins and 3 losses. The Lady Blue Jays are coached by Sean Reed and have a conference record of 6 wins and 1 loss and an overall record of 8 wins and 3 losses. Let's meet this evening stars. First for the Warriors.
Welcome everyone to the campus of Tabor College as we have one more home game here before the Christmas break. The Tabor College Blue Jays host Sterling College Warriors. Women's game here at 6, followed by the men's game. I'm Jim Paulus. I'm here with Rod Ham. Happy holidays, Rod.
Happy holidays to you, Jim, and it's an exciting night here at Tabor College. Hoping the crowd is late arriving because it's a little empty right now with students gone already for the semester and home for the holidays and the Christmas break. It's a little bit sparse in here tonight, so we're hoping that people start wandering in here on this Tuesday night.
Yeah, it is empty here. We had an exciting weekend on campus as we opened up a new facility and nice concert Sunday night there with the Messiah and the new Fine Arts building. And
you know, if we'd had some place like that when I was a student and maybe 20 years later when you were a student, you and I probably would have been singing the national anthem.
Well, I don't know if the building carries that much magic.
Shoot.
It was magical.
I was hoping you'd agree with me. I was just hoping you'd agree with me.
Well, I can't speak to your singing, but okay. I can speak to mine.
I sing pretty good in the car with the radio turned up pretty loud, that's for sure.
Well, of course, one of the things we need to talk about for this women's game is who's not playing tonight. And if you were with us on Saturday, you saw that Morgan Ediger, the junior returning all-conference player, went down hard right towards the end of the game, and she ended up finishing the game, took the last-second shot, but then later found out that broken wrist and out at least looks like 6 to 8 weeks.
Surgery is scheduled for tomorrow, I believe you said. And, and I talked to her dad the other day, and there's something about putting a pin in, and well, that didn't sound good. So 6 weeks is longer than we were hoping.
Yeah. Thankfully, we have a couple weeks here with the break, but tonight that's one of the things we'll keep an eye on. Is this is a big matchup tonight. Sterling comes in 6-1 as well in the conference, and so for them to open up their first game without Morgan against Sterling, it's a kind of a tough task.
Starting in place of Morgan Ediger will be number 1 Amber Bonham tonight, senior on the Tabor Blue Jay team. Jumping here, Kristen Weedle gets the jump to Tristan Leisler, and off to Denniston off to Bonham. So we're off to a fast start here. Peterson also on the freshman in the lineup for the Blue Jays. Ball's tossed inside, turned over to the Warriors.
Quickly we'll do the Warriors starting lineup. Number 11, Greer. Number 12, Kylie Harris. Number 3, Kyla Comley. Number 32, Kennedy Solosky. And number 3, Jessica Prince.
Prince with the up and under move on Weedle and scores the first buckets for the Sterling Warriors. Tabor Blue Jays upended an upset the other night against Bethany Swedes. Bethany a little bit more aggressive than the Blue Jays, and Blue Jays had a horrible fourth quarter, and Bethany was able, because of being aggressive, able to turn up the heat on the Blue Jays.
Nice offensive board by Sammy Joe, unable to put the layup in, and rebound Warriors. Comley comes down.
Great rebound there by Sammy Jo Peterson, but when she went up just a little too hard.
Sterling is led by freshman point guard Kyla Comley. Leads the conference in scoring, just under 23 a game. Comley with it, little pull up right around the free throw line, comes up short, and Denniston with the rebound.
And Denniston got the job of guarding Comley tonight, and you and I both know that sometimes Denniston can get a little bit foul happy, and we're hoping that tonight she can just maintain that good good position on Comley and not get in foul trouble, because we're not sure who's going to come in and guard Comley if Denniston goes out with foul trouble.
Yeah, with Ediger gone, I think they would like to have heavy minutes for Denniston, and ball goes off of Weedle's leg and out of bounds to the Warriors. 17 on the shot clock.
Weedle, a great job on the Tabor's end down here, getting a nice bucket down low. Has a height advantage on Prince. Now Prince knocks the ball out of bounds.
Comley goes strong, misses. And again, Denniston with the rebound, and she gets fouled as she comes up. Foul on number 12, Harris. I think Leisler might be one that we might see some more scoring from with Ediger out of the lineup. She's a good percentage shooter, and maybe one that defers a bit at times, but she might be one to stand up here. And
I think everybody's going to have to step up, not just Leisler.
Foul away from the ball. Ooh.
Not sure who that was on, number 12. That's her second foul early here. Harris picked up her second foul. Tabor's got an offense where several cutters go through the lane, and it looked like Sterling was going to be the aggressor there, kind of like Bethany the other night, and just bump us every time we come through the lane, just give us a pretty good bump. And that time Harris got called for the bump, and this officiating crew may be going to call things a little tighter.
Yeah. Weedle gets it up top, hands off to Bonham. Bonham behind the screen, shoots a three, it's good.
And that's the person you need to step up right there. Bonham replacing Ediger, shoots a three off the little handoff from Weedle.
Nice.
Number 35 had checked in the game for the Warriors. Theus coming in for Harris. Good defense, backside help by Peterson.
Leisler gets in the lane, little pull up two, and rolls over the front of the rim, good.
And that's the ones the last few games she's had trouble with, and so tonight, good to see her getting that going.
She does have a nice mid-range game off the dribble. Foul in the push. There, Theus has that arm around each time. They haven't called it yet.
It's a good foul there by Monum because that was a layup getting ready to happen.
Theus' first one's off. Checking in for the Blue Jays, Unruh and Brubaker. Coming in for Bonham and Weedle.
Got no band, got no cheerleaders. Don't have very many fans out tonight.
You and I are here, Rod.
That's all that matters.
That's right.
And all our thousands of listeners out there on the web.
That's
right. On the World Wide Web. Leisler with the ball.
Nothing better to
on
do.
The wing. Loses a handle for a second. Little dribble weave. Now goes down to Unruh. Unruh is going to go up strong underneath, I think. No.
Hands it off to Sarah Joe.
I couldn't see what was happening there.
She gave up a layup, I thought. Yeah. Handed it off, but still gets in the bucket for the Blue Jays as they take a 9-3 lead. Nice job of fronting there by Unruh. Shot clock down to 10. Little turnaround jumper by Theus. Rebound Brubaker.
Brubaker seems to be in the right spot a lot for rebounds. Gets a lot of defensive rebounds just by being in the right place. She's not typically you don't see guards rebounding quite that much.
Another turnaround again by Leisler. That's going to be a
timeout by Sterling. They're getting it handed to them right now by the home team.
Coach Reed excited.
I think this might be one of those things. I know you don't want injuries, but it might be one of those deals where the team was depending too much on Edgar, and now they're going to have to step up and play. And I sure hate the 6 weeks, so man.
Oh, that's a long time.
Originally, when I heard 4, I thought, well, that's not the end of the world when you think we're going into the break now. And 4 weeks would have been basically almost missed the beginning of the Christmas tournament or the New Year's tournament at home, and then maybe missed one game after Christmas break and then back in, but missing half of January. That one.
And if it had been 2 or 3 weeks earlier, then you might talk medical and But hopefully the Blue Jays will keep their winning ways. Oh, that's got to be a turnover there. Turnover by 10. Courtney Ricky.
A lot of new faces in the lineup here for Sterling. Ricky is one, I guess, and so their starting lineup is still 3 starters on the floor for the Warriors.
Little zone here by the Warriors.
Now we need little zone busting would be good here.
Sammy Joe for 3, and there it is.
There's your zone buster right there.
You asked for it and you got it.
Yeah.
14-3 Blue Jays.
Bonham quickly comes back to the scorer's table to check in for the Blue Jays.
Nice. Oh, nice rebound by number 11. And knocked out of bounds to the Blue Jays.
And Bonham now checks in for Sammy Jo Peterson. Give her a little break. She's been in this entire first half. Along with Leisler and Denniston. Leisler and Denniston look strong. I don't think they're coming out.
Yeah, Oh, nice dive by Leisler. And man,
just missed that one off the board. Her first miss tonight, but boy, that was a nice play there.
I really like Blue Jays' ability to move the ball. You know, they do move the ball so crisp and. Against the zone, I like their ability to get some good shots off this. We saw 2 good shots. They hit a 3, and then really Leisler should have hit that little runner. So let's see if they can continue to get this eat up on the zone. Nice ball maneuver. Another wide open 3. Rebound Kelsey. Oh, unable to put it back in. She tries it again, and that's good.
Misses with the right hand, but gets it with the left, and she is right-handed. So explain that one.
16-3 Blue Jays.
Well, you love to see the Blue Jays coming out here in this first quarter just dominating.
We sure didn't see this on Saturday. Theus with the nice bucket.
Denniston had backside help, but wasn't quite big enough to do anything.
Let's see if they stay in the zone for much longer. Brubaker for three. Good.
Nice shot by Brubaker.
Surely they'll pull out of the zone, I would think, but we'll see. 19-5.
Sterling and Tabor both sending people to the scorers table.
Nice block. Had the right person doing backside help that time.
Yeah.
Blue Jays quickly down. Brubaker kicks it back over to Taylor. Kelsey did keep that foot. She turns around and rolls out. Comley with the rebound. Faster pace here. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 19-5 Blue Jays. Comley all the way to the bucket and one.
Can't let her do that.
No. Breakdown up top.
And you really got to shut off that right hand.
Sammy Joe checks back in. Weedle and Molly Hawkins. And for Sterling, number 12 number 12 Harris.
Harris with 2 fouls, and I would expect that to be the one you'd want to go after. Weedle, Peterson, Bonham, Denniston, and now Molly Hawkins in for Tabor.
Conley knocks in the free throw. 19-8 Blue Jays.
2:54 left in this first quarter. Bonham with a wild shot underneath. Now Denniston goes in, just misses the left-handed runner, kind of a scoop, half hook underneath.
Got underneath the basket a little bit.
Harris with the ball.
Sterling resets. Comley for three. That's off. Nice rebound by Weedle. Good box out there.
Denniston's played the whole first half and held Comley to 2 points, so that's a real plus for the Blue Jays.
And no fouls. So
that's right.
Weedle with the roll. She gets all the way. A little turnaround on it. Man.
Be nice to see her follow her shot down low there.
Blue Jays have missed a couple chippies here. Up 11, but I hope they haven't left too many points on the floor here in this first quarter. And nice drive by Comley.
Defense was suspect there.
Yes.
Kind of a.
Not sure how they.
I didn't see what happened down low, but somebody looking for the charge and didn't get it.
And before that, I'm not sure both people were on the same page how they're going to do that.
Denniston with the three right back in their face.
Yeah, pick and roll.
A little fade cut in the corner there, and Denniston able to convert. 22-10 here in the first quarter. The home team on top.
Didn't see this offense on. Oh, that gotta be Trout. Oh,
shot clock down to 13.
Three-pointer. That's short. Rebound, Sammy Joe. See if Blue Jays can extend this lead. Up 12 right now, just under a minute.
Denniston she's looking Christmassy out there tonight with blue and gold, wearing the green and red shoes.
There you go. And nice take by Molly Hawkins. Foul on 10. 36 seconds left. So.
Ricky picks up her first. Bonham made a cut early in that offense, made a cut through the lane. That's kind of their first move on that offense, and Hawkins unable to see her, was moving the other direction and blocked off by the defender.
Checking in 33 Prince again.
For the Blue Jays, Weedle, Peterson, Hawkins, Brubaker, and Bonham, who is over here with the coaches. I couldn't find her.
Sterling wisely checks out Harris here with their 2 fouls. Oh, almost
Good hustle by Peterson. Almost snuck in there and behind and picked that up.
About 5 seconds differential. And that's a turnover on Conley. She tries to pass off after the drive, and Blue Jays should have the last shot here, up 23-10.
Well, for sure it should be one shot.
Yeah.
Regardless of what they do.
Was it last game where they gave up that running layup with the last shot?
Yeah.
Turnover with about 8 seconds left. Nice pass.
Nice job there by Hawkins to get it all the way to the lane. And a little pass into Weedle. Great job by Molly Hawkins, a senior, showing some leadership there. Hasn't played a whole lot and really did that was just textbook right there, just how the coach drew it up. We're going to take a little break here with the team. Tabor College up 25-10 going into this second quarter.
All right, we're back here, second quarter. Sterling inbounds. Blue Jays red hot, 52% from the field that first quarter. Sterling only at 30, and that's shown in the scoreboard as the Blue Jays on top, 25-10. Theus, who's had some success out there, hits another one. Nice little drive up to the left, little pull up.
Theus, Ricky, Comley, Prince, and player to be named later, Mosley, in for the Warriors. Blue Jays have their starting lineup in except for Brubaker.
Leisler gets all the way in.
Leisler makes a great post player, doesn't she, in that against that zone. She's just knows how to handle the ball there.
Put her right in the middle. She can turn around and elevate.
Brubaker, Denniston, Weedle, Peterson, and Leisler.
Lead back to 15. A little up and under run. That's missed, and Brubaker with the rebound. Again in the right place.
Yep.
Dennison looks over, goes over to Brubaker. Oh.
Well, it's a ball fake, great ball fake, but then the pass was errant after that.
A little miscommunication there with Weedle, looked like. Pick and roll. Nice defense there by Weedle.
Great defense by Weedle. Just holding her ground, not jumping in the air, and
it's almost like they're planning on that roll. That's how they've been prepared, at least. Let the roll happen and just meet the roll.
Yeah.
Post player at the block with that backside help. Shot clock at 15. Little pull up. Sammy Joe with the rebound.
Sterling just unable to get going offensively. 27-12 Tabor here in the early going of the second quarter.
Maybe we should stop playing on the weekends, huh? Last Wednesday and tonight, Blue Jays come out just red hot. Just really struggled on Saturdays the last couple times. Three-pointer off there by Leisler. Comley kicks back out.
Much more comfortable going to her right than her left, like most of us.
Yes. Gets it down the post. Nice block by Unruh. Several blocks by the Blue Jays. Bonham gets ready to check in, checks in for Brubaker.
Harris with 2 fouls checks in early here in the second quarter.
She played a little bit there towards the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Shot clock down to 8. I'm not sure they realize it.
Doesn't matter. Stolen by Denniston, going one-on-one against Comley. There was a trip there and no call.
Clear out for Comley. She pulls up, nice. Gets around Dennison.
Help came, but help came late, and Comley was able to go one-on-one. Peterson comes right back with a 3. 30-14 Tabor.
That's
6:45.
8 for the freshman. Lead up to 16.
Now she's just showing off.
You don't see that much from Sean's teams where they come up, pull up 3 on a.
Not very often. That's one of those shots that as a coach you're going, no, 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 yes.
Yes, well done. Nice defense by Bonham. And that's a rebound, nice.
Nice position by Unruh. Foul called over the back on, looks like
Theus,
yeah.
So Blue Jays at their highest lead here. Biggest lead at 16. See if they can stretch that some more.
Wouldn't that be something? Sterling staying in the zone. Nice pass by Leisler to Weedle. Weedle up with the left hand. Easy bucket.
All day.
The zone is not being very effective.
Oh, they went man for a little bit, but then they just switched back. I wonder if they're doing that since Greer's back in the game, or Harris.
Sterling going to clear out twice now for Comley, and she's able to convert on a little jumper. Good defense, made her pull up. Tabor comes right back, looks for Weedle in the mid post. Weedle goes one-on-one against.
Or Unruh.
Yeah, or Unruh, yeah. Unruh goes one-on-one, just barely misses.
Well, Comley comes down, little pull up 2. In and out, Bonham with the rebound.
Denniston going to slow it down.
She needs much break she wants to take.
Back to man here by Sterling. Hand off to Denniston from Bonham. And 3-pointers up and good. Comley not able to stay with Bonham is basically what I'm seeing right here on that screen. Timeout Sterling.
19-point lead here for the Blue Jays as we are about halfway through the second quarter. This will be a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 35-16, Blue Jays ahead of Sterling. .508 here in the second quarter. We're back. Sterling will inbounds, down 16-35.
Surprisingly, these are both 6-1 teams in the KCAC.
And if you're just joining us, Blue Jays are without their leading scorer, Morgan Ediger, for at least 4 to 6 weeks, it sounds like. So this is the first game without Morgan. Oh,
Wow, looked like Unruh had that rebound, and Prince came over the back and stole it from her.
Ball in and out. Unruh with the rebound. Sterling still struggling from the field.
Hawkins now in the game for the Blue Jays. Passes inside to Unruh. Unruh long cross court to Leisler. Leisler goes one-on-one and just to the bucket. Harris can't play defense on her with 2 fouls. She has to let her go. Nice bucket by Tristan Leisler.
Leisler up to 8. Little turnaround block by Unruh. Things like 3 blocks maybe?
That's 3 blocks already by Unruh, at least 1 on by Weedle. 37-16, Tabor just being dominant in this first half. Pass from Denniston to Bonham again now.
Nice pass. Bonham open 3. Good.
Nailed it.
40-16.
That's concentration this tonight. I mean, I haven't seen Tabor women execute like this. Well, I guess St. Mary's they did this. But this is St. Mary's wasn't near the team Sterling is, at least record-wise. Prince down low. She's afraid to go against Unruh. Harris has the ball up top on her. Bonham shots off. No good. First foul picked up on a loose ball by Denniston, which was a little bit suspect, in my opinion. I hate loose ball fouls. I mean, that's just me. I'm not saying it wasn't a foul. I just don't like loose ball calls.
Well, they haven't called that one on both teams all night. Just been a lot of loose stuff that's happened, and which is fine.
Weedle checks back in for Unruh. So Weedle, Denniston, Hawkins, Peterson, and Brubaker now for the Blue Jays.
I wonder if you just pull out Taylor now. 3 minutes left. 24-point lead. Chance when she's tired here to pick up a second.
Yeah, you may be right. Comley, Ricky, Prince. Oh, now they call a trip. They didn't call a trip down here on this end, but now they're going to call a trip. Comley, Ricky, Harris, Prince, Greer for Sterling. Sokolowski checking in for the Warriors.
First free throw's up, and that's short.
That's a tired shot right there because Prince hasn't had much rest. So that ball not getting quite over the rim, I think that tells you something. Harris gets the rebound, goes right back up and scores. Little lapse there, blocking out by the Blue Jays. 40-18, Tabor, 2:49 left in the second quarter.
Unforced turnover.
Greer with the ball off to Sokolowski.
Shot clock.
Now Harris down low on. Harris low gets called for a third foul, an offensive foul on Peterson. Shoving off down low, and she'll have to come out of the game. Mosley checking in for Harris. That's a tough loss there for Sterling, getting 3 fouls on Harris.
Especially on an offensive call like that.
It was a little bit of a strange call. I don't
think
I'd be very happy about that if I were the Sterling College coach.
Bonham takes the screen, and she travels.
Just got to go back to playing within themselves. That's how they were playing earlier. They're executing, not trying to do too much, and letting the play develop and executing flawlessly. And now they have to go back to that. Kind of this last minute's been a little sloppy.
Yeah.
Peterson having to guard. There's a small lineup in for Tabor. Peterson having to guard down low. 3-pointer
short. Weedle with the defensive board.
Tabor not allowing second chance points like they did against Bethany. Got out rebounded by 10 and 13-5 offensive boards, I believe, the other night. I think they worked on that.
Oh, yeah. May have come up. Hawkins up top.
Once again,
turnover.
Tabor's out of sync on offense.
Wait.
A weird off-balance shot by Comley, and she got her own read. Well, the ball never hit anything, and she basically passed it to herself, but it was a shot, so you can't do that, I guess. Anyway,
Blue Jays
tried to save it, and it went long out of bounds. So this fortunate break for Tabor, 22-point lead here, and now let's see if they can do a little better executing here.
missing their point guard, I think.
It helped. Yeah, Dennison's kind of the glue.
Out of bounds. Blue Jays will have it here. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
We've become very Samuel Morse-like here in this last two possessions. A lot of telegraphing everything.
Oh, okay. Wow, well done.
Morse code.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. Ball's inbounded to Wheatle Long off to Brubaker. Now to Bonham. Back to Hawkins. Hawkins looks inside. Ball's trying to throw it, forced inside by Bonham to Wheatle and knocked away by Sterling.
Is that 3 straight turnovers?
Yes, 3 possessions.
Oh, my.
Little miscommunication now on defense. So Tabor's just gotten totally out of sync the last couple minutes of this half, and that'll give something. That'll give something for Reed to complain about, because there wasn't much else to complain about this half. Bonham this time keeps her feet, keeps her balance, goes in hard, and does not get fouled and converts. So nice job by Amber. She's got to remain tough all the way to the hoop.
Clock down, about 10 seconds here left in this second quarter. Blue Jays 22-point lead. Comley unable to hit. And now we're at halftime.
42-20. If you'd have told me before the game it'd be a 22-point lead at half, I'd have said you're crazy.
Especially after the last 2 minutes of how badly we played on the offensive end.
I'd have thought you'd have gotten into the holiday cheer or something.
Yeah.
42-20, Tabor College, the home team, 6-1 in the KCAC, on top of the Sterling Warriors, also 6-1 in the KCAC. And I bet there's some teams around the KCAC now looking at halftime scores and going, what?
Yeah. And where's Ediger?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back here with some halftime stats in the second half. All right, we're getting ready here for the second half.
That was interesting.
Someone just checked in with us.
Somebody just checked in with us, yeah, okay. So there's just a few more seconds here before the halftime starts. Let's go over a few of the stats from that first half. Sterling Warriors, 9 for 31 from the field, 29%, 0 for 5 from behind the arc, 2 for 5 from the free throw line. On the other hand, Tabor College women, 17 for 29 from the field. That's almost 59%. 7 for 9 from behind the arc. That's on fire right there.
That's pretty good.
That's in fuego.
Yeah, we'll take that.
70, almost 78%. 1 for 2 free throws. Not a lot of fouls in that first half. Both teams 17 boards, 5 and 12, and 5 offensive, 12 defensive for Sterling, 3 offensive, 14 defensive for the Blue Jays. Here's a big stat right here: 4 blocks by the Tabor College Blue Jays.
That seems low to me.
Tabor outscored Sterling 25-10 in the first quarter, 17-10 in the second quarter. So they're holding them to 10 points per quarter right now. Starting lineups in for both teams, it appears, although it may be a little bit different. Tabor has starting lineup: Denniston, Bonham, Leisler, Weedle, and Peterson.
Well, Theus is in. She didn't start the game. Sammy Joe. Oh,
Peterson with the rebound. Then I don't know if that was a pass to Weedle back to her, or she just.
Double dribble.
Yeah, it was double dribble. Officials missed it. We got Greer, and it's a little different lineup for the Greer, Theus, Sokolowski, Comley, and an air ball by Greer. Harris not starting, and Prince for the Warriors.
The Blue Jays can hold 10 a quarter 2 more times. They don't need to score again.
Exactly.
I'll take that.
Yeah. I hope we do score.
Yeah.
But you're right. Denniston with the ball, top of the key, gets a pick by Weedle on a pick and roll. She almost travels, but holds it down. Now Peterson goes in for the layup, fouled by Greer. And Peterson just puts it off the glass just a hair too hard.
Something else I know is just a balanced scoring for 3 Blue Jays with 8 points at half, another with 6.
Got Bonham, Peterson,
Leisler
all with 8.
Denniston with 6.
Denniston with 6. Weedle with 4.
Denniston
under with 4.
Denniston and Peterson both over 17 minutes.
Brubaker with a big 3, and Hawkins with 1. I don't remember her 1.
She had 2. She got fouled there going down the baseline.
That's right. On the other side, Comley with 9 and Theus with 7 for the Warriors. 43-20 now.
Sammy Joe 1 for 2. Nice pass there.
Just about picked off by the Blue Jays, but unable to corral it. Prince gets an easy bucket down low. The first time she's got a shot without one of our post players right in her face looking to block.
Nice cut by Sammy Joe. She's not able to get it. Gets her own rebound. Kicks out to Leisler.
Get a new shot clock. Let's try it again.
Yeah, Blue Jays will really set here. Yeah, Leisler held as she's cutting across. As you mentioned, that's something that would not have been called on Saturday.
It wasn't called on Saturday, and I saw several times where the Bethany Swedes, when Tabor guards were cutting through the lane, where they were bumping them pretty hard, and it was not called.
Players have to adjust to each game.
Cross-court pass to Bonham, up for a 3, just off the mark.
Long 3. A lot of time on the shot clock, too. 43-22. Comley brings it down. A little pull-up 2-pointer is good. She looked like she was pretty set on shooting that.
Yeah. She got a step away from Denniston that time, and she shot it right away. It's one of the few shots that open shots she's had in this game.
It's 11 for the freshman. Turnover by Denniston.
You know, when you go inside the trees like that, you can't make a pass over the top.
Ball's on the ground. kicks out to Conley. She shoots a three.
That one's off. Bonham going after the ball, but lets it go out of bounds.
7:40 here in the third quarter. Blue Jays 43-24.
Got a number 31 for Sterling in the game, and I don't have her on my sheet. Maybe she's on a different sheet. Cody Hayes checks in for Sterling. I must have missed that. Denniston all the way to the bucket past Conley for an easy two.
Nice take by the junior guard.
Quit passing the ball when you get in the trees. Just shoot it. That's the moral of the story there, huh?
That's right.
Sokolowski with the ball in the wing. Gets it down low to Prince. She goes around and up and under. Tired of getting her shot blocked, she goes up and under from the opposite end and gets 2 points.
Sterling pushing the ball inside a little bit more this quarter. Leisler up top. We'll pull up. Oh, just long. Nice tip
by Weedle.
Not sure that she intended that to be a tip.
She was trying to get a rebound there and tip the ball in the bucket. Weedle comes out on the screen, Hedges on the screen. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Conley couldn't handle it, knocks it out of bounds. Hawkins comes in for Bonham, and Ricky coming in for the Warriors, coming in for Mays, and now Greer coming back in for Sokolowski. 47-26, Blue Jays. Still a 21-point lead. We're being outscored this quarter.
Yeah.
A little upset about that.
6-3, right? Something like that. 6-5.
We're outscored where we're out, getting outscored by 1.
Sammy Joe swings it over to Taylor Dennison. Leisler makes a cut. Hawkins cuts. Unruh cut off. Looking for a pass, and that's kicked out of bounds. And Blue Jays ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Now right here is where I'd like to see an inbounds play where you're running a play to score instead of just getting it in. That's just what I'd like to see. I don't see that done very often anymore.
Leisler, a little pull up two. Good.
Sean Reed saw something in this last offensive possession for the Blue Jays that he didn't like. He's going to call a timeout and try to get some few things straightened out on his offense. Did you catch any other scores around the league?
Yeah, there's some of the I think some schools being done. They had some games start early actually, so we have some finals on the women's side. McPherson defeated York 68-47. Ottawa defeated Bethel 61-47. In the third quarter, Friends on top of Kansas Wesleyan 40-27. Southwestern on top of St. Mary's 42-32 at half. That's a surprise score, I think.
Yeah.
And then Oklahoma Wesleyan on top of Bethany in a close one, 39-37. That's midway through the third quarter. Bethany with the big upset here on Saturday. I think they've won 3 in a row.
Prince with the shot from about 19 feet, just inside the arc, and able to convert.
Prince with the hot hand here in this third quarter. Leisler up top, hands it off to Dennison. Nice ball movement by the Blue Jays. Open shot by Leisler, unable to hit the three. Conley quickly down.
Cut off to good by Unruh, and Denniston cut her off on the baseline, so she had to kick it back out, almost to travel. Prince with the ball, top of the key, drives on Unruh.
She's feeling it. Nice. She's running layup.
Well, they've started giving her the ball up at high post now instead of low post, and she's been able to make some good moves from that position.
Hawkins comes up top. Kicks over to Sammy Joe. Into the post. Up and under, not quite able to get it up over the rim there.
Looked like that was going in, and then it just kind of fell out. Conley back up quick on Hawkins for the little jumper.
Sean
Coach
takes
Reed
a timeout.
Takes another timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. Tabor ahead right now, 49-32, 4:47 left in this third quarter. Back here at Hillsboro, Sterling on a little bit of a run here, 49-32, 17-point lead by the Blue Jays. It was a 22-point lead at the end of 2 quarters. Ball's inbounded to Denniston, brings it up on Ricky, off to Bonham. Little physical coming up court, wasn't it?
Denniston is strong. Liza had some really good looks this quarter. That Mill hit him.
Well, she quit taking it all the way to the hole, and I think you just got to keep going at the hole and make the defense work. Oh, there's a terrible call there by the officiating crew. This is an official here that made the call. That's he went to the national tournament last year, the last 2 years, and so
that was not a very good call. He almost anticipated the contact that never happened. And
first shot's up and good. For the Blue Jays, Weedle, Peterson, Denniston, Hawkins, and Bonham.
Second free throw rolls out. Weedle with the defensive board.
For the Warriors, Mosley, Ricky, Prince, Greer, and Comley.
We'll pull up. Blue Jays getting a little cold here.
Comley gets the ball off the rebound, comes up on Denniston. Good defense by Denniston. They're just going right at Tabor College now with Prince from the high post. Weedle not able to, our post players are playing on top of that off the pick, and it's killing them right now.
Yeah, Prince has been able to slip that several times to get all the way to the rim. Oh, man.
Weedle going on Prince, one-on-one, gets the bucket and the foul.
Nice take by Kristen Weedle.
That's tough when the post decides to go middle post on your high post on you. Then where do you play them? It's tough sometimes when they do a little pick and roll like that to figure out what to do and slip that screen.
Free throws up and good. Liza will check in for Sammy Joe.
Coach Reed keeping his starters in as much as possible and just rotating one at a time out. Never more than 2 starters not in the game at the same time, it appears.
Especially that guard position.
Tabor's going zone here. Did that maybe one possession against Bethany and seemed like it worked pretty good, but never really employed it again.
Diaz with a little turnaround.
Weedle with the rebound, strong rebound.
She got hit too.
Yeah, Theus had nowhere to go but up and almost converted it, but not quite.
Bonham takes it all the way to the hole.
And I think that's the secret.
That's the mismatch there.
You got to keep taking it all the way to the hole. You can maybe stop and pull up once in a while, but you better just keep going once you get going if there's nobody in your way.
Blue Jays stay in that zone. Warriors looking to get it to Prince.
Weedle can't get around her.
No.
Going to be called for an arm bar down low. Weedle just couldn't get around her.
Yeah.
She's had pretty good success playing behind her.
She
blocking shots.
Tried to get around, and then she got backed into, and then got caught for leaning on her.
Yeah. Stahlbomber checks in for the Warriors. Another post player inside.
Pull up by Comley, good.
She's got a nice little jumper, doesn't she?
Absolutely.
She's now up to about 15 points, I believe, if I'm reading the scoreboard right.
Yep, 15.
It's basically the Prince Comley show tonight for the Warriors. Brubaker with the ball in the wing, looking inside. Turned over.
Nice steal.
Too much of a telegraph that time. Bonham has to get the foul down low. Coach Reed on the floor discussing some offensive strategy with Taylor Denniston. Ollie Hawkins checks in for Brubaker.
2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Getting a little uncomfortable.
54-38. Prince with a second shot here at the free throw line.
Second one's good.
Tabor walks it up court. Bonham looking for directions from the sideline. Hawkins with the ball, top of the key. They're setting up a 1-4 set. Hand off to Hawkins from Bonham. Hawkins comes across. Now finds Bonham on a wing. Now down to Leisler. Leisler up, no good. Weedle gets the board. Weedle gets the rebound and throws it off the glass. Goes in. So Tabor being tough on the boards today.
Open three, short. Oh.
Could have gone either way.
I had it off white, but
Mays and Harris checking back in, and Sokolowski. No, not Prince checking in back in for the Warriors.
1:17 left.
Seventeen-point lead for the Blue Jays, still holding on to 17. Little handoff again from Bonham to Hawkins. Nice little screen on a baseline screen by Weedle, and the pass from Bonham back to Weedle was a little rifled, but it worked. Good hands by Weedle.
Man, Bonham just not in good position there. We'll just play. 43 seconds here. 17-point lead.
That last possession, I would have fouled pretty hard down here. Yeah. Probably I'm not going to let anybody have that easy a shot. Weedle goes up hard again and converts off the glass. Nice. Weedle now up to 15 points, leading the Blue Jays in scoring. Leisler with 10 and Bonham with 10. Denniston 8.
Nice response by Weedle here the last few minutes. After Prince had a nice run of points, Weedle's been able to respond.
19-point lead. Now Bonham with the steal. Running out of time. I thought she'd pass it ahead, but she just was looking at the clock, I guess, and not looking at the teammate ahead of her.
She had Taylor wide open underneath the hole.
Could have gone up, would have almost been a tie quarter there for the Blue Jays. Would have got us to 62. That would have put us at only down by one. Somebody needs to tell that girl to quit checking in with us. We'll take a break here. Tabor ahead, 60-41, 19-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Here we are back in Hillsboro for the last 10 minutes of this contest. Two 6-1 teams in the conference. Sterling College and Tabor College going at it. Tabor ahead 60-41 to start out this fourth quarter. Tabor back to zone here for possession.
Nice job getting around there from Weedle. Shot clock under 10. Pull up, good. Nice shot by Harris.
Pull up by Harris, who hasn't done a whole lot tonight. Been in foul trouble.
Harris
60-43.
averages 10 a game for the Warriors.
Oh, trapped by Sterling on Denniston. She's able to pass out of it. Gets it across court to Bonham. Now to be Weedle. Weedle goes up with her left hand, unable to convert. Calmly comes down with it. Little jumper in the lane, no good. Prince with the rebound. Bonham slapped away down low. That's what she missed the last time down low, and this time she didn't miss. Usually that gets a foul call.
Yeah.
It wasn't a foul, but I'm glad they didn't call it.
Bonham kicks it over to Leisler. Leisler looking for the pick up top from Weedle.
Push in the back on Weedle was pushed in the back, still got the rebound. That's what was amazing, and put it up for two. Almost wish they wouldn't have called the foul.
I was about to say, yeah. Inbound to Leisler. Bonham gets it started up top again.
I'd give it to Leisler right now. She's got a mismatch on her with Comley. She's bigger and stronger down low, and I'd take her down low right now and post her up. Shot
clock down to 10. Over to Molly Hawkins. Molly Hawkins goes baseline. Little runner, and
yes.
Good.
That's what you like to see. You like to see the Hawk taking it to the hole. Getting caught playing behind on defense again. Against the little bit of zone there, and we're just not. I don't think we're as sure as ourselves in that zone.
Yeah, I think you're right. The post player's not sure if they should get around or not. Or
Sterling playing a little zone now. Hawkins with the ball up top. Finds Bonham on the wing. Bonham with a long three. Just off.
No rebounds.
No rebounding for the Blue Jays. Comley gets it and brings it up on Hawkins. Off of Comley's foot. Should be going the other way. Called wrong there by the officials. I'm hard on the officials tonight. I know. I'd like to see the calls correctly. I'm throwing out the red flag here for a review. I want a review. It went right off Comley's foot. You saw it, didn't you?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm wondering. I think he was one of those where
make-up call.
Yeah, I think he was feeling bad about not calling the block. And not saying it's right. I'm just saying I think that's my guess of what happened.
Could be. Sammy Joe picks the pass off down low, bounce pass. Good anticipation. Denniston with the ball top of the key. Off to Peterson on the wing. Dribble out of the corner. Unruh with the ball now up top. Now Leisler to Unruh.
Oh, hand it off there.
Little handoff. And no rebounds again. We're just not. We're just so sure we're going to make. We shot so well in the first half that we're sure everything's going to fall. Unruh, great topside defense. Turnover by the Sterling College Warriors. Greer and Mays checking in for the Warriors.
6:48 left in the game.
So Hawkins, Denniston, Leisler, Unruh, and Peterson in for the Blue Jays. Comley, Theus, Mays, Greer, and Harris in for the Warriors. Prince taking a break. 62-45 Blue Jays, 6:40 left in this fourth quarter.
Oh.
Seen a lot of unforced errors in this
pass cross.
Yeah. Comley being guarded in the corner by Leisler. Tabor in his zone.
Harris cuts across and gets it to rattle home.
Good job by Peterson not to foul her there. (62-47) Blue Jays. They need to keep moving on offense the way they were in the first half.
You keep that pedal down. Kelsey Unruh drives, kicks out. Leisler for three. Good. That's nice. That's big.
Good ball movement there. Denniston penetrates, kicks it out. Leisler with the 3 from the corner.
That's 13 for the junior. Yeah, foul.
I missed it.
Yeah, that was a foul on Taylor.
Third foul on Denniston.
5:35 left.
Just a good thing she wasn't in foul trouble earlier.
Yes. First one foul in 17 minutes of action in the first half was a big deal.
We just need her on the court. She makes things happen. Zone defense by the Blue Jays. Theus down low. Caught Weedle off her feet, but short-armed it. Harris just about picked up her 4th foul. 1-3-1 defense here by Sterling College Warriors. Playing from behind, playing zone defense. That's usually not a good thing, but with the shot clock, you can get by with that. Denniston for 3 from the corner, just off the mark. Peterson fighting for the rebound, unable to get it off to Ricky. Ricky to Theus. Hawkins trying to guard her. Good job.
Nice.
Good hands by Hawkins. Unable to get it before she steps out of bounds.
Nice strip, though. Brubaker will check in for Hawk.
Prince checking back in for the Warriors.
Sterling going big again.
18-point lead. 22-point lead by the Blue Jays at half. It's 18 points now. So Tabor's only giving up 4 points on their big lead. Prince throws up a little bit of a, well, I don't know what you call that, a kind of a left-handed scoop shot, and here's my 4th time tonight. The officials bailed her out. It's only 4 times, though. I mean, that's not bad, is it? For me? For me. It's not bad for me.
That's right. Why would you, my silence, why would you take that as a negative?
First free throw just off the mark by Prince. She's played a lot of minutes tonight. Second free throw's good. A little under 5 minutes to play. Bonham with the ball, gets it to Weedle in the corner. Weedle dribbles out, goes cross court to Brubaker. Brubaker drives, kicks it to Bonham. Now Bonham finds Weedle down low. Weedle drives, gets it to Denniston.
Good ball movement.
Denniston to Peterson. Now Bonham wide open for 3. Just short. It's like she had trouble getting a handle on the ball out there. She had almost too much time.
Good
Harris bringing it back up for Sterling.
I do like to watch this team move the ball. They do such a great job.
Prince in the corner, back out to Comley. Now Theus gets blocked by Unruh down low. That's her 5th. Is that her 5th block of the game? At least 4th. Peterson with the ball at the elbow, drives on Theus. Now Brubaker drives. Little top with a little bunny hop.
Yeah. Leisler and Weedle will check back in.
It's a pretty good combination we've got going in the post right now with Weedle and Unruh. Both 6-footers. Good shooters. Prince able to caught by Comley down low. Just over the reach of Tristan. She was in the right spot, but just needed about 2 more inches. Timeout here by Sterling, a full timeout. 65-50. It's down to 15 points with 3:23 left in the game. We're going to see a press when we come back after this break. What do you bet?
I think so.
Okay, here we go. back, and it's
no
a
press.
token press. I mean, basically on the ball handler. So I stand corrected.
Once again.
Man-to-man in defense was the change made at this timeout. They trap out right out of the break. They trap right in front of the coach's bench. It's not like they haven't done that before, and they did it again. Fortunately for Bonham, they trapped her, and she's a little taller. I thought she'd be able to just pass out of it, but she didn't get rid of the ball quick enough. Tabor's gonna have to start making some more backdoor cuts here. Weedle missed a little 8-foot shot, almost got her own rebound, and now the ball's called. Wasn't the jump ball, but the ball's out of bounds on Tabor. Goes Sterling's way. 15-point lead by the Blue Jays. 3 minutes. And the 10-10-10 rule our defense didn't hold up their end of the bargain here in this second half, because they held Sterling to 20 in the first half, and Sterling's up to 50 already now. So
Blue Jays stay in the zone.
Harris with the shot from the free throw line, just rims out. Denniston with the rebound, walks it up court.
I'd keep it right here in the middle of the floor. Keep it away from those traps.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, do you?
Just wait till 10 seconds and then do something. Yeah.
Well, whenever they're double teaming like that, I'd like to see us just stop and hit that open person, and right away you got a 4-on-3 break.
Nice.
On him, wide open again, just off the mark.
Nice rebound by Conley.
Knocked away by Denniston, getting it up the court. I heard somebody in the stands yelling Wolf. I didn't think Denniston was that close to her. Was going to reach out and knock it away, but she did. Good job by Denniston, just keeping the ball away from Sterling, but now Conley comes up with the ball on the tip. Goes in for her left hand. Leisler did a good job of funneling her towards her left hand, but she was able to convert.
Nice layup.
17 points for her.
Oh, why?
Another turnover by the Blue Jays. Conley brings it up, kicks it out. Harris wide open for a three, and it's good. Timeout by Sterling. So Sterling starting to show that they're not as bad as they were in the first half. 10-point lead with 1 minute left in this game. We'll take a timeout with them.
All right, 1 minute left here. Beginning of action tonight. There was 3 teams tied at 6-1. Friends, Tabor, and Sterling. 2 of those teams here. Friends looks like is comfortably ahead and should win to go to 7-1. And looks like hopefully Tabor can finish this out and join them at 7-1.
Mathematically speaking, with the shot clock, Tabor should win this game easily, because if they don't have enough, Sterling's not going to have chances to score 10 points.
Shoot it, Liza.
All Tabor was doing there is running time. They weren't even looking to score.
30 seconds. Which, up 10, I guess, something to say about that. Sterling quickly down.
Fouls haven't really been an issue for either team tonight. That's 3 team fouls for Tabor, 2 team fouls for Sterling. 65-55, 27.5 seconds left in this contest.
Three-pointer, short. And out of bounds to the Blue Jays. 17 seconds left.
Timeout by Tabor with the full court press coming by Sterling.
Now, can they move it up here?
I do believe they do.
Well,
yeah, they will advance here. Right? Yeah, they're moving it up here to half court. I think that's the only reason why Coach Reed called the timeout there, I believe.
And you can do that when it's knocked out of bounds, and I thought it was only in a made basket. Because that was knocked out of, it's a different, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know the new rules as well as I should, I guess. I just can tell you this, I don't like them. But anyway, beside the point.
Yeah.
Tabor now inbounds the ball on their side of the court.
And we should just to be about done here.
Tabor's just going to run the clock out. End up with a 65-55 win over the Sterling College Warriors. Tabor now goes to 7-1. Sterling will go to 6-2. And you're off to a choir concert. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes with some stats. Kenny Johnson, of course, wants to come in and do some stats, and